We've gone 23 more scoring shots, so you must be pretty happy with the domination, even though it maybe didn't show on the scoreboard for a while.
Yeah, look, it's goal kicking is one of those things we've got a bit of work to do, so we'll address that during the weeks and try and improve in that area. But yeah, pleased with the effort and the work rate our guys showed to get over the line.
What do you think did it for you in the second half?
I think our contested stuff was really strong. Our ability to win it at the source and get some field position. We created a lot of opportunities, which we were after. I thought that was really strong from our guys. Not only that, but our tackling. So contested stuff was good.
In the first half, your skills seemed to be off a bit, and your kicking for goal was certainly well off.
Yeah.
Could you put that down to the bye? You know, a lot of people say the side that doesn't have the break gets tired. Do you think it works the other way for a side that does have the break? You lose that competitive edge just for a little while.
No, I thought we started the game pretty well, and some of our you give some credit to North Melbourne. We played a high quality opposition tonight, which in the first half was a real arm wrestle. We missed some opportunities, but that's down to the pressure of the game. I mean, it was a really strong finals type sort of game the way it was played, and you know it was one of those games that was always going to be that way, and the conditions didn't really change for the night. So you know, as much as the forecast was for rain, but the way the game was played was always tight and contested.
And how big a scalp is that for the Crows, given they were also fighting for a top 4 spot?
Oh, look, it's a really good win. That's what we get. We get 4 points. We move on to next week, and it was, as I said, a good game against a high quality opposition. You know, in the end, we came off the bye, and we were really mindful to make sure we came out ready to play the way we sort of say finished against West Coast. And to the guys' credit, I thought they did that tonight.
You're always confident that you'd overrun them given their 6-day breaks and you had the bye?
Yeah, you're never really that confident against good opposition, but I sensed in the second half, and certainly the numbers would suggest that in the second half the guys continued the pressure around the ball, and that was what really gave us the advantage.
I know you talk about week to week, but you think you're well placed now for a real crack at top 4?
Yeah, we're not really looking much past the next. Target for us is to try and put ourselves in a spot to qualify for finals, and it really is week to week, to be honest. We got an 11-day break into Melbourne Sunday week at the MCG, and they're playing some really good strong footy. So, there's no easy games in this comp. I've learnt that very quickly. But that said, the guys are in a good space. They're playing some good team footy, and they're building with confidence each week.
Were you concerned at any point with your bag kicking for most of the game might come back and bite you at some stage?
Well, you always worry about that. But I felt the way the game was being played and the flow of the game was, it was probably it was coming more into our half, and I just felt like that eventually that would lead towards goals and bits and pieces. So, clearly we want to kick goals when we can.
Was that a concern, the goal kicking, or was it more the pressure and the weather tonight that caused that?
I think it's a combination of the pressure and probably some of our set shots were clearly not the level, and we've got to go and do some work on those things. So we accept that, some of that was our doing and some of that was the pressure of the game. Some of it was where we had shots from as well. We had a few from out wide, which you're going to miss a share from out there.
Was there, in terms of what you can do to fix that, like you said, you've got to do some work on it. Is it just about sheer numbers at training? What sort of stuff can you actually do?
We've done a lot of goal kicking, so some of it's routine for guys in terms of their set shot. Some of it's snaps, just in terms of their, there's a couple missed tonight where maybe just didn't quite get the technique right on that. So we do a lot of work on it, and we'll continue to work on that because it's an area we've got to get better. I mean, there's a game there which was in, potentially we could have won by further if we'd been able to kick more accurately, but we got there in the end, which was good.
It's a halfway mark. How would you see your season so far?
I think we're building. I think we've played some good, strong footy, and tonight's another step forward for us in that journey, as I said, against a high-quality opposition. And, we're building, and I think we're building some belief and some real confidence within the group.
Always a lot of talk about Brad Crouch in this town. Matt Crouch sort of was one of your better players tonight.
Yeah, look, I'm really happy with Matt's game. But again, we got to, we ended up with as we've had all year. We get a contribution from everyone, and everyone sort of chipped in and carried the load tonight, which is the evenness of our group is one of the strengths. And Matt was really good tonight, and I thought Brad showed some really positive signs. Some of his contested work was at the level we expect, and his effort in the last quarter, I thought, really highlighted that.
And the ruck battle between Sam Jacobs and Goldstein. Obviously, Goldstein is sort of Jacobs' role model. How did you see that one?
Yeah, it was I thought it was a good battle overall. I haven't looked at the numbers in detail, but I felt like at times, probably in the second quarter, North got a little bit of control from the stoppage, but I thought the longer the game went, combination of Sam and our mids found a way to get it done at the end. And certainly in the last quarter, I thought the clearance numbers indicated that we got the game going our way.
It was a good night for it tonight, but on a sort of dry game, can you play Thompson and the Crouch brothers together all in the same team?
Oh, I think we can. I think it's a matter of that balance and blend, and we will keep looking at that as a match committee. And just on the conditions tonight, I'd like to say thanks to all of our members who came out. I mean, the forecast was almost looking like it was going to be bucketing down, and 38,000 came out here and made a good level of noise and really gave support we want. So we'll look at the balance of the side each week, and we'll keep assessing that.
All good, guys?
Injury was? All clear?
All clear injury-wise.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Shats.